What's up, fam? Welcome back to another exciting edition of Keith Walker Books Reads. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. All right, today I'm going to share a poem with you. It is titled Judas and Jesus. This poem is written by Endre Ady. He lived from November 1877 through January of 1919. He's regarded as the greatest Hungarian poet of the 20th century. I think he's an awesome writer. He wrote a lot of poems and other writings about social progress, fundamental questions about life, European experience, love, faith, which this poem references, individuality, and patriotism. All right, so I think this poem is amazing. I'm going to offer some reasons why I feel that way, and I'll also offer an analysis after I'm done reading it. Judas and Jesus. I carve my defiant, raging pulse in basalt rock on the Mount of Skulls. My Christ, the poet I adored, I sold you, Lord. I dreamt every dream that pierced your heart. I lived as your soul, your counterpart. I crowned you, I of all the men. I loved you then. Now I have sold you, Almighty King, for life is my love, my everything. For I have mighty visions too, as poets do. Your sacred lips do not fan my fire, not for me your hallowed empire. A girl wants money, silks to wear, she wants me there. Am I so mean? Life is demeaning. Has the word lost its wondrous meaning? Why am I lured and mortified by paid delight? I toss my carved rock to the abyss. The earth will tremble for centuries, and future doomed, dejected eyes will empathize. All right, so that's that poem. I hope you enjoyed it. As far as an analysis, the main reason why I really love this poem is because when you're reading the Bible, we know that Judas betrayed Jesus, but the Bible doesn't really offer much of a reason for why he did that outside of for the money that he got for doing it. So whenever a writer or filmmaker wants to dive into the Judas character and try to offer more of an explanation than the Bible does for why he betrayed Jesus, I think that's always awesome. At the beginning of the poem, he says, I carved my defiant raging pulse in basalt rock on a Mount of Skulls. So the Mount of Skulls, that's also the Mount of Calvary, which we know that's the place where Jesus was actually crucified. He said, my Christ, the poet I adored, I sold you, Lord. So obviously we know that Judas, he actually sold out Jesus for money. He got money for betraying him. In stanza 2, I dreamt every dream that pierced your heart. I lived as your soul, your counterpart. I crowned you, I of all the men. I loved you then. So this shows how close Judas and Jesus were. He acknowledges that they had a very close relationship. He loved him. He crowned him the king, just like all the other disciples did. And so he was truly a believer. And stanza 3, now I have sold you, Almighty King, for life is my love, my everything. So my life is my love. I believe he's referencing the fact that Judas, he started to care more about his own life. He started to want things for himself, which he references in the next line. For I have mighty visions too, as poets do. So we all know Jesus had goals, and he was just everything to the disciples. But he says, I have mighty visions too. So this could be a bit of jealousy sinking in. Also, Judas had his own ambitions other than just being a disciple. The next stanza, he says, your sacred lips do not fan my fire. So at this point, Jesus is no longer alive, so he cannot the fire that Judas is feeling for the betrayal, Jesus is not there to comfort him anymore. Not for me, your hallowed empire. With that line, Judas is acknowledging that heaven, the hallowed empire, is no longer somewhere that he's going to be able to go to. The next lines are interesting. A girl wants money, silks to wear, she wants me there. So this could be a reference that Judas, in addition to have his own ambitions, there's carnal desires he has with a woman in particular. So she wants money. We all know women want money. If you got a girl, she gonna want stuff. So a girl wants money, silks to wear, she wants me there. So this could be a motivation for why he wanted the money, or one of the things he thought he may need the money for. The next stanza, am I so mean? Life is demeaning. Has the word lost its wondrous meaning? Why am I lured and mortified by paid delight? This stanza sounds a lot to me like Romans 7:19. So he's asking himself, why is he so tempted by money? And Romans 7:19 in the New International Version says, for I do not the good I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. So Judas, even himself, is like, why am I doing this? And he's having this war with his own conscience over his decision. Lastly, the last stanza, I tossed my carved rock into the abyss. So the money that they got back then, it was just rocks with carvings on it to represent the currency. He threw the money away. He doesn't even want it anymore, and he acknowledges the power of what he did, how horrible it was. The earth will tremble for centuries. So he acknowledges this was a tremendous thing he did, and it's going to affect the whole world. And future doomed, dejected eyes will empathize, which obviously is what happened. All the Christians, we all empathize with what Jesus had to go through, but this just strengthened our faith. All right, so that's my take on this poem. Hope you enjoyed the poem. Hope you enjoyed the analysis. You can post a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Also post a comment. Let me know what poem you want me to tackle next. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like this video. And if you just stumbled across this channel and you're not subscribed, this would be a great time to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you around again. I appreciate your support. I'll see you next time.